Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Drew Smyly gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan India. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
India.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Mancini moving back. Still ranging back. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Man, this guy didn't even get a chance to get comfortable on the mound. Throws a pitch, and just like that, it's 1-0.
Second, the third baseman.
At the plate, number 7. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Row. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. One and two, here it comes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the box now, Stuart Fairchild. Shot to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Into the box, Will Myers. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In now, Tyler Stevenson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers on the year, 272, 9 homers, and 28 RBIs. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The set and the 1-1. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Wisdom is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Luis Cessa, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today. And
that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Hard on the ground towards short. Newman's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Comes set with the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So striding forward now, Edwin Rios, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So they breeze through. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Nick Senzel. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting 7.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And I'm going to be focusing on Ian Happ. Listen, the bat plays. We all know that. That's the spotlight tool that he possesses. But he also gives his manager a lot of versatility. Not only in the infield, this guy can also go out to the outfield and go get it with a pretty strong arm.
To the plate now, Kevin Newman. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Set to get his day started, Kurt Casale, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Fouled off. Newman stands at first with 1 out. This is in the air out to right field. Wisdom is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 9. The pitcher, Luis Cessa.
Now at the plate, Luis Cessa. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini moving back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. The next Cub up, Patrick Wisdom. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, Dero. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect to continue all season long.
The 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Here's the 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And you talk about fitting a profile for a right fielder. Big surprise who brings the absolute bazooka to the game today. That is the right fielder. Don't look for anyone to test this guy.
Cody Bellinger is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. One out, nobody on. High and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder at the track. The wall. Gone! And that's a special home run. Cody Bellinger continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
Riding into the box, Nico Horner. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now to the plate, Eric Hosmer will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here it comes. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So striding in, Luis Torrens, hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a .250 batting average for the season. First pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Yeah, and just one pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
The set and the 1-0. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Ready with the payoff pitch. Lifted into center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2, all even now at 1-1. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jonathan India. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batter, number 7.
Into the box now, number 7. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. Hard hit toward the hole, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there, but he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Cessa.
At the plate now, Stuart Fairchild. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now a throw over. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. It's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
He'll try again. 1-2. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there on to Hosmer, but it'll come too late to get them both. So here's Will Myers. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Myers awaiting the 1-0.
No, that's
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. As a look, now the pitch.
Hey.
Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. And that certainly represents a career milestone. Hit number 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1,000 isn't a milestone that's going to get everyone talking, but as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about it. He'll definitely be wanting that ball for his trophy case.
So now to the plate, Tyler Stevenson. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One and 0. Here it is. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready with the 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Off the LED board and gone.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard. The 1-0 home.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. And that's the third out. But 4 runs scored.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the third inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they have the worst team batting average in the league. And when I talked with one member of the coaching staff, he told me there's really no good excuse or explanation for it. Even though batting average isn't the end-all be-all of offensive stats, he said there's no denying they have to figure out how to be more competitive with their at-bats. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
3-2.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. Settling in now, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now the 2-0.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the 1-1 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Up next, Cincinnati, the pitcher, Cessa.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Standing in now, Cessa. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And set to go is the second baseman, Jonathan India. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in now, Stuart Fairchild. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Fairchild is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, left fielder.
Hey, that's one of the downfalls, D-Row, of playing the infield in. You cut down the angles. That ball.
Myers puts a good swing on it. This one's carrying well to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tyler Stevenson.
Into the box now, Tyler Stevenson. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the 4th, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first, but the feed to the pitcher is offline, and the inning will continue. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
Up next for Cincinnati.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Kevin Newman. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right there.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the Standing in, Edwin Rios. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate, Patrick Wisdom, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. In for strike two. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Cody Bellinger. From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring. position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes for second. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Racing back to center fielder, and it's gone into the bleachers. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. Number 201 in his career. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping out.
You know, D-Row, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Stevenson has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next to the Cubs.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 3 runs already home here. Pulled toward right center field. Senzel is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Torres.
Digging in, Luis Torrens. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. 2-0.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Here he comes on 2-0. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul. 2-1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And the 3-1. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Well, fastball count there yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Nick Madrigal will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Madrigal.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Madrigal is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
The 2-1 home. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And he'll make it into scoring position here with two away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike three. Ben Brown gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first pitch to him. Kevin Newman is at the plate as he watches ball one. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. A ball and two strikes now. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, catcher, Curt Casali.
Now batting, Curt Casali. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. A swing and a miss for out number two, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
In now, Cessa. Lays off 1-0. No hits to this point. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Happ is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit out towards second, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. On its way is pitch number 75. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Now batting.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. And if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits. First and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Edwin Rios stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 0-2, here it comes. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness.
This is why you've always got to be careful with a runner on third. He went with the slider there and just overthrew it and spiked it into the ground. He's going to have a hard time letting that one go.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. From the stretch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So the line score will show he departs after just 4 innings of work, and you know they wanted more out of him than this, as he won't even stand to be the winning pitcher here. Number 65 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
For Cincinnati, number 65.
Patrick Wisdom will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Ready with another 2-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back. Off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Now another 2-2.
We got 3-2.
Nico Horner will be next. And the payoff pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Nico Horner is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. From the stretch.
That's ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the stretch. Liner in there for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Row, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. Fouled away. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Still only one out in the inning. Drilled on the ground is short, and that's through. A base hit, and the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Now batting, the catcher,
Stepping in now, Luis Torrens, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 1-0 home. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it.
And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a grand slam. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
To the plate now, Ian Happ, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Pulled toward right center field. Senzel backing up on it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Cubs lead it 11-10. Michael Rooker takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jonathan India. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
India.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. And he fouls this one off. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Now in the box, number 7. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Ready. Here's the first offering. Strike called. Now the throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. 1 out, nobody on. One and one. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
He loses him on ball 4.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Stuart Fairchild comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And the runner back. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
This is foul right side. One out and a runner on second base. And it's fouled away. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Will Myers, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 0-1 offering.
0-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he stressed that a big part of their success has been their ability to take advantage of their opportunities. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
2-1.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Up next to the plate, the second baseman, Edwin.
Ready for another chance, Edwin Rios. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way to left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So now to the plate, Patrick Wisdom, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Skied into straightaway right. Senzel backing up on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Cody Bellinger will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. He's set and the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Nico Horner, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now back, first baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
He's set. Here it comes. Eric Hosmer checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Senzel backing up on it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Catcher.
Stepping into the box, Luis Torrens. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, D-Roll, that question was answered. The green light on the 3-0 count, and he drives the run in from third.
Yeah, if you watched him step out of the box right there, he didn't even want to look down at the third base coach for fear that it might be put on. Green light special, Ribby not.
Number 52 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 52.
Yan Gomes will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 7th inning coming up. The Cubs are on top, 14-10. Keenan Thompson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Stevenson. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Senzel.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Nick Senzel. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1. Pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
At the plate, Kevin Newman, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a line drive, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far, and they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here comes the first pitch. Kurt Casale comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third. Jake Fraley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 27.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Out in front of it, strike one. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Fraley is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
Goodness. 0-2 now. Fraley, the former Seattle Mariner, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Number 58 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Ian Happ. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Now at the plate, Trey Mancini is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 3.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues.
Now
Major
back.
League hitters will
Second
not
baseman.
bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Stepping in, Edwin Rios. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. From the stretch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Two balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Patrick Wisdom is on deck. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The batter, number 16.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Patrick Wisdom. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play. Estrada has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56.
At the plate, Jonathan India. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Mancini moving back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batter, number 7.
In now for the Reds, number 7. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Too high, 1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Fairchild.
Standing in now, Stuart Fairchild, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Ball back outside.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate now, Will Myers. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Boy, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Ready with the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Here now the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. From the stretch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Reds strand a couple. Haven't seen that too often. They trail by 3. Derek Law is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 47.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Stepping up now, Nico Horner has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Here it comes. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Eric Hosmer is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Ball 2 now. Career numbers with Derek Law. He's 1 for 3. Two and 1 after the foul ball there.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown.
Now Hosmer with a swing and a deep drive to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Eric Hosmer, number 11 for him on the season as they open up a 4-run lead. Luis Torrens. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. We've played 8 full. The Cubbies are in front 15-11. Julian Merriweather comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Julian Merriweather.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Senzel. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
Rarely do you see a closer come in when you have a comfortable lead like this one here. We'll see if he's able to keep his concentration. A lot of times closers have a difficult time when they have that lead of 3 or more runs.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the shortstop.
A reminder to stick around at the conclusion of the ball game this afternoon, as we'll get you full highlights of today's contest right here on the show. Here comes the first pitch. Kevin Newman is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Half is there, 2 gone.
Next to Cincinnati, the catcher, Cessa.
Ready now, Curt Casali, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way, and that misses ball 1. Hit in the air out to right. Giving chase is Bellinger. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
15-11 our final in this one. Chicago get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Ben Brown gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.